Anyway, so last time we crossed the Namyansa and Ogre Yense Sand Sea, went through the Tomb of the Wraith Wall, encountered a couple of living walls that tried to close us in, and we got the Dawn Shard that got promptly taken away from us. But thankfully, we were able to leave with our lives. Especially with all the collateral damage we did to a whole fleet of airships. Anyway, our new objective lies in the down in the south. I forget exactly. Oh, it was a way of trying to legitimize Ash's claim to royalty. I think it was. Anyway, I went ahead and gave everyone double classes, as you can see. I gave Vaughn the Time Battle Mage, mostly because of the crossbows. Balthier as got a White Mage, because why not have another White Mage? Fran as an Archer for bows, just as a non-magical ranged option. Bosch as a Black Mage, magic options. Ash as Bushi to actually try to make use of some of that magic. I made Ash Black Mage, since the Bushi makes use of the magic stat for the physical attacks with the katanas. It seemed to fit well with the Black Mage, and I gave Penelo Ulan, which is the spear class, just to try to make her somewhat less tanky, somewhat less squishy, rather. I also went ahead and kind of got everybody upgraded most everyone's equipment. And we'll see how things go moving forward on this front now that I have two licensed boards to split attention with. Anyway... Oh. Estersons. That was not where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to head south to the Giza Plains. And I also knocked out a couple of hunts, particularly the ones in the up in the Lusu mines. I got them done, though it was a bit of a rough going for a little bit of it. I also grabbed a couple more out of the Sand Sea. Specifically, there was this one that Right! I wanted to actually take a shot at this one before I headed off, because I don't think it'll take long to get to it. Because it said it was on the western end of the Namyansa Sand Sea, which I can just use a teleport stone to go back to the tomb, and that should be fine. And then there's this one in the Giza Plains, specifically in the Rains, and I never touched this one because I'm not... A, I'm going to be passing by the Giza Plains anyway, and B, I'm not entirely sure that'll even show up while it's not in the dries. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Wraith Wall and give this one hunt a try. And if I die, then I haven't lost anything. And I tried recalibrating my controller here. It doesn't seem to have worked very well. So, am I gonna encounter you pretty much right away, or... I don't see you yet. It did specifically say the western end of the Namyansa Sea. And it turns out that the Archer class, at least not for the time being, didn't give Fran much of availability for HP. Which I'm actually gonna have her keep the bows equipped for a while, just to keep her out of harm's way for a while. It just feels weird that Balthier has the most HP out of anybody. And he's a largely a ranged person as well. Actually, I think it might be, and I did kind of fully explore the rest of this whole Sand Sea area. Mostly just, I was just doing that while I was doing some grinding. And along the way, I did come across a bit of a side quest, where specifically one of the sand people here ended up requesting assistance in taking out this giant turtle, which was, I think it was called a Lutan Eater or something like that. So I ended up doing that, and through various circumstances, I ended up getting one of these escarberries. And it says, detested by the avian known as the Garuda, which I believe was the giant bird that I encountered when we first got to the tomb. And at this point, I'm convinced that if I had done that beforehand, that would have either made the fight a whole lot easier, or maybe would have allowed me to skip the fight entirely. I don't know. Oh well, but all's well. It got done. Let's just double check. It was the western edge of the Namyansa Sand Sea. So I would think it would be somewhere in this general region of things. Yay, levels. Oh, 2 people leveled up. Okay. Potion. Focus. Okay. Come on, Hunt. Where the heck are you? Okay, I didn't think I would be having this much of an issue finding you. All three are leveled up. Okay. That's fine. You can stay in for a bit. I found you! Found you. I see a couple items over here. I'm gonna go grab these first. Bent hat. Ah, mystic armor. Did I seriously not give you any ranged options? Well, that's weird. I'll hold you then. Oh, I think it said immune. Great. Wait, hold on. So Pinello is still actually hitting with that spear. Really? I would not have thought that that would reach. Huh. Well, isn't that something? I don't have a gambit for flying enemies, do I? Yes, I do. There we go. Oh, you got petrified. No, you need to heal now. And unpetrify you now before the... It's a shame that I don't know your weakness. So it is good that Balthier can heal as well. Did you have access to... Where the heck is charge on here? Since you got Black Mage too. Smarter... Pretty sure you have charge. There's charge. Fortunately, I can't quite get to it. Can't quite get to it. But... there we go. Oh, the decoy. That decoy doesn't stay on very long, does it? And down you go. Nice. Took a little while to get to, but I got the job done. And it feels good to be able to show off some of these hunts on camera. And it turns out that I had a bit of an mistake with not giving Pinello a ranged option, but apparently those spears count, and I definitely would never have thought of that. So sometimes things just work out. Although now I have a thought for... Let's see... Okay. I don't have the gambit on hand to do what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking for in the future, if I wanted to set up a decoy thing, to have it set for the ally with the most health, because that most definitely won't be Pinello herself. But I'll have to go to the shop and get that. Alright, with that bit of business done, go turn that quest in, because that was in the... from the weapon shop in Rabanastre. And be on our way. Well, I should probably also check to see if that increased my clan rank. Because current is rear guard. Where going up in rank is based off of the number of hunts you do and the number of clan points you have. And frankly, the clan points is never going to be the problem on that one. The hunt count is definitely going to be the bigger bottleneck on that. Because clan points is based off of how many things you killed in some fashion or another. Master. Frankly, it'll probably be faster to just walk, especially at double speed. Because the closest Moogle ring is way up back at the Sand Sea. Slain the Wyvern Lord, have you? You've done Rabanastre a great service, boy. After you'd set out, I thought I might have been overreaching just a touch after all, but there's naught to be gained from doubting now, is there? You've done a man's job. Here's your bounty. Take it with my thanks. Ooh, a new bow and a new shield. Can you equip this? No. Where is bow 4 on your thing? There it is. And I can get to it. Nice. Nice that it's something that I can immediately make use of. How about that shell shield? That is a specific license. That permanent shell is not bad. It can definitely have its uses. Although now the question is, where... How far down into this thing is it? All the way down here. So it'll be a while before I can use that. And unless I just missed it, Vaughn wouldn't be able to use it at all. Oh well. Alright, while I'm here, I do feel like checking out, see if the gambit that I'm thinking of is actually a thing that exists or not. Thankfully, most of these gambits aren't exactly expensive. I think the most expensive ones are worth like 300. There's just a lot of them. Let's see. Okay, so the one I'm thinking of wasn't even on here. Lowest AP might not be a bad thing to have, though. Oh well, it was worth a look. Maybe that's a gambit that'll show up later. Because I'm not entirely convinced that the entire list is actually there. But now that we've got that taken care of, time to actually move on. And let's see just how more dangerous the planes are. This definitely makes me very glad that I did the grinding that I did, because otherwise we would be a little bit under level for this one, perhaps. Green Beret. Oh. Oh. Nice. X potion. So I want to say this was the area that the hunt was originally in. But I'm also reasonably sure that that they're not going to show up in the rains, or whatever this state of things is called again. Oh boy. Yep, and that's an elemental. Definitely don't want to mess around with that. Because after all said and done here, eventually Giza Plains will just switch between the the wet and the dry over certain spans of time. I'm inclined to think it's random, but I'm pretty sure it's not. On that note, I know there was a hunt to get in the village in here, but I'm feeling a little iffy about trying to do that right about now. Thankfully, it seems that these enemies aren't that bad, and that's another storm elemental. I am very glad that those things are not aggressive by default. Okay, I had a feeling it was based off of some time frame, but I wasn't sure what, so switches by the hour. Aura mode. Take the opportunity to heal that, and I don't think I had saved since I had taken out the hunt, so that was probably a good idea too. Oh, hello. Gareth Hunter. And a hyena that was berserked for some reason? Alright. Thankfully, things aren't so hazardous that I can actually afford to just keep things on fast forward for a bit. Bio mode. Okay. And just a random trap for some reason. Bacchus wine. That's a source of that's berserk. What is causing the slow effect right now? Ah, that's what's causing the slow. Okay. Knew it had to be something. First things first. Doesn't appear to be any shops active. Ooh! Egypt. White magic 6. Aha. Well, I mean, I can do that. Can you get that? Yes, but it's still a ways out. Okay. Ah, just short. But take advantage of those. The ring, the precious ring, gone, eaten by the crocodile. Slay it for me. Okay. Creature near a bridge. Near a bridge, huh? Garrett village out of the west end of the plain. Mind yourself if you head out that way, though. The creatures there are murder. So... Oh, that was what I had done. Ah, there it is. Near a bridge, huh? Well, I mean, here's a bridge. It's not the right one, though. I probably should save, though. Just in case something goes wrong. Oh, geez. Marduentite. Yeah, not going that way. Needles, good. Clear hit 21. Oh, I hadn't even given you any time magic yet, though, considering I still have you with the thing that gives you, that forces you to be silenced. That is... Oh, you couldn't use it because you were silenced. Dirt. I was about to say, was it this bridge? But yes, it was this bridge. Are you freaking immune? Where the heck is your healing gambit at, Pinello? Growing threat, your level doubles? Excuse me? Oh! Wow, that did a lot. Your bravery wore off. Oh, you... Come on. And down you go. Ring of the Toad. kind of wish I had a stronger single target healing spell, but oh well. Oh, I have you at 30%. No wonder. I thought I had you set to 50. Like, what, is Fran set for 50? Yeah. Not sure why I had Penelo set for 30%. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But thankfully, I was able to get this hunt done without too much trouble.
Yes.
Is there always an item over here?
Yes.
Saw one over here too. Prince's Kiss? That's sleep, isn't it? Yes, okay. That's the ring. At long last, it is found. The crocodile. You've defeated it. Serpent rod and a teleport stone. Don't I already have a serpent rod? Please, I beg you, the ring of the toad. Take it to my beloved. Go. I grow weak, so cold, so cold. I have no idea where that's. Okay. Right, I had lost track of the context behind all this. Alright. I'll have to remember to come back here during the dries. Nobody else has got hit 21 yet. Triple drop. So now that we've taken care of that, let's just mosey on down to the south. Not stumble into any traps if I can help it.
Yes.
Wasn't anything here. Gravity moat. Alright, new area. The Osmone Plain. Just here. Oh dear. Wizard staff. More magic power. Didn't realize I had arrow on hand. And that's a mass targeting. Okay. You're not even weak to that anyway. Zagnol.
Yeah.
More of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dark Magicite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iron Carapaces. Is that loot? Yes. I'm definitely glad I have these ranged options. It's definitely coming in handy now. Ah. Okay, that didn't do much, thankfully. I feel like checking to see if there may be an item hidden away over here.
Yeah.
No, there's not. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say. And Pinello levels up. Okay. If nothing else, I just wanted to have the exit point to this area on the map. Oh! Right, I have you set for poaching. I forgot that I had that set up. Cool.
Yeah.
Although it is kind of dependent on everybody else not getting the kill first.
Yes.
Princess Kiss. Farms up good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Summon. Oh. Hello. Dang snakes appearing out of nowhere. Might as well see where this goes to. Chopper? Oh! It's a dagger. One that I already had. Okay. Oh, it's the Zertinian Caverns again. Level 38! No, thank you. Definitely not ready for that. Ah. It's trying to time the whole poaching thing, but it's definitely tricky business. Especially when I'm at double speed. Princess Kiss. Needle. It's good. These are status removers that I don't necessarily have in abundance, so I am thankful to find them for free. Is that another part of the Osmond Plain? Yes. I presume those two will lead to each other, ultimately.
Yeah.
Chocobos. Aggressive chocobos.
Yeah.
And this is a particular spot that if you are riding a chocobo, you can go through here, and it more or less would serve as a shortcut.
Yeah.
And everyone's at 21. Can I come across any other weapons or anything? No. Okay. Because some of those things scroll by so fast that it's kind of... How the heck did that thing get berserked? Why would you berserk the dumb thing?
Yeah.
It was weird getting dark magicite from a chocobo.
Yeah.
And we've made it to the Garif village. Jahara, land of the Garif. And it is a teleport point, which is good. Who are you? This is Garif land. No place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osmone plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plain troubled them not at all. True enough. You ventured upon the plain alone, war chief. Again. Garif warchief, what business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, warchief, then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. Yes, don't make trouble. Ah, I have not made introductions. I am Supenelu, water chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As war chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the Nethicite. You must speak with the elders. Who else has been asking about the Nethicite? Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. Mostly wondering if there was something else here. Cartographer's Guild. Sure. And I presume that's for Chocobo. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be making use of that very often. So... how big is this? Okay. It's not... the Osmo Plain isn't that big of an area, and it spits out in a couple different directions that way. But it's probably... until I have business going that way, it's probably for the best that I stay away from there. What is this? Another human visitor to our land. This is most unusual. Have you too come to speak with our elder chieftains? Apparently. You are the Hume the war chief has spoken of. You have crossed the plains to learn of the stones, yes? I believe the elders can tell you much. Thing is, there is also one of these people have a hunt for me. You seem a great warrior, but it is best you avoid Zertinian caverns. There are many fell creatures there, and of late, worse. A fiend with strange powers has been seen. Perhaps this is why the other creatures there have grown yet more violent. Yeah, I've seen how strong those things are. I am not going anywhere near there. Not for a while, anyway. What is it, Hume child? Have you something to ask of this wizened man? Ah, you wish to know of the Nethicite. It is a word I hear quite often of late, though I know not why. Nor do I know anything of this stone. So too did I tell the Hume child who asked me before. Larsa, I'm sorry. Ask another of the elders. Perhaps they will know. To our village, protected by the clear flow of the Sogot. I am Supinilu's brother, Kadalu. I'm sorry, for Supinilu often goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes? On you go. Let's see. Low Chief Sugu. Okay. That's where you are. Might as well just see what other information we can get. The green creatures you see in my enclosure are nanas, the best livestock in all Ivalice. No part of the nana goes to waste. Meat, hide, and bones all have their uses. They are strong against drought and cold, and, oh yes, easily herded. That's the best part. You have the look of one who wishes to know something. If it is something that I know, good. Ah, the Nethicite. You are not the only one who has asked me about this. It saddens me to admit that I know nothing of this stone. Magicite contains within it great power, thus we have worshipped the stones from the beginning of time. Yet I have never heard of this Nethicite. Perhaps the High Chief knows something of this. If you have not spoken with him yet, go. He will be with Geomancer Ugelu. Okay. Here's the shop. What you got? Of course, there's equipment improvements. I really should be investing in some of these status prevention items. Technology. Ooh. Let's see here. prioritize the ones that can give me the biggest improvements. Not to mention, I can be selling this stuff. Let's sell one of those. I only need but one. And at this rate, I don't know if I'll even be getting more any more maces. The bow seems to be a better option for Fran anyway. Good bit of money. It would be nice if there was a way to just sell all this en masse, but then I fear you would sell the teleport stones too, and I don't want that. Bizarre goods. Ooh, such a shot and shoot with silencing magics. That's worth it by itself. There are different monographs for different persuasions of adventurer. As a merchant, I would love one if only I knew where it might be found. I don't remember anything about these monographs. Capella's not an improvement. But on hit silence, it's not worse. Anything else? I'm wondering if that's what these are. I don't feel like... I'm guessing these are... Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Worth it. That's an improvement over the chopper. These are the squishy people, by and large. Might as well get them the equipment improvements now. And because I got that golden set, I don't even need to... Bosch is already caught up on that stuff. Go ahead. Can you get to that now? Yes, you can. And you can get to that one too. Good. Might as well have an extra option for that, I guess. I'll have to set the gambit up for you, too. Oh. Okay, that was... I didn't realize that was there. Hidden away like that. Might as well give you the option. More magic potency. See, on some level, I was thinking that when the summons showed up, they would be linking to these. Looks like I was right. I really should start caring about these accessories a bit more. More health now. Oh, right. The shields is going to be definitely the big nebulous thing. Well, that was a good bit of stuff there. Many people come to our village of late. Perhaps the road to Giza is open. Once again, we can bring medicinal herbs and the fine cheese of the Nana to the people of Giza. When the rains have lifted, I will do this. Okay. There is a wood to the southeast of here where the mist is uncommonly thick. Even its flowers are perilous to man. If you would pass through the wood, be wary of places where the mist runs thickest. Yeah, I remember that forest. That forest is a bit of a thing. Have you learned what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face. So the elders could not help. Then you must meet with the great chief. Yes, it is true. The great chief may know something that would aid you. Yet arranging an audience may be quite difficult. I must learn more about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your great chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Gareth have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. I have looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead across this bridge. They must really know what they're doing if they're willing to trust us just by looking at us. Let's see. Important and very holy place to us, yet in recent years humans have spoiled the land. They use machines to mine more and more of the stones. They steal power from the earth at their own peril, for the earth will surely take it back. Aha! You have seen the bill posted for the Encalados. I had wondered what sort of person would come, but never did I expect. No matter. It is nothing. You are truly here to hunt my mark. Truly. Good. Even if you are a child. Pay me no mind. I am all elderly as I am, slow to trust. Let me explain the situation. You know the Osmone Plain. You must have passed through here at least once. That very valuable herb grows there. Yet the Encalados, it tramples my precious herbs to dust. Oh, as you can see, I'm quite agitated. Normally, the warriors of this village would vanquish it for me, but this time... Well, suffice it to say, I need you to do this. The Encalados can be found on the eastern edge of the Osmone Plain. It is often seen in the Shred, I am told. Warrior Hisemu knows much of this creature. When you leave this knoll, you will find him standing guard at the bridge. Talk to him there. Alright, so that's on the eastern end, which I hadn't been to yet. So the Shred. There. Which I also see has been broken up into two parts. So no telling which side it's going to be on until I actually start looking for the thing. Alright.
This Nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwall flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Hello, Larsa. I figured
Larsa?
we'd be seeing you.
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
So, if we're going to be taking Larsa as a hostage, so he's going to be a guest moving
I
forward
will
for a bit?
accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
Okay. A little bit
That
ambiguous
lobster
there.
likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Larsa joins as a guest. So you will leave. Take this as a token of our parting. Eh? New bow. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. For the first use, Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Oh, unfortunately, it's not an improvement over the elfin bow. Oh well. So one of you had east of Osmond Plain through the jungles of Galmor and across Parameter Rift it lies. Oh, so it's a ways out. There's the great forest where the mist swirls thick. There lives a great worm of the earth. How did that story go? I thought one of these guys was supposed to give me information on this thing. Or so it would be found if a certain monster hadn't scared it into hiding. Warrior Hisemu? His same move, there we go. You ask of the Enceladus. Ah, yes, this is the mark. Now I recall. It can be found on the east of Osmond Plain in a place called the Shred, but going and finding are two different things. First, you must know that the Enceladus detests the creatures known as the Wu. To lure it out, you must first rid the area of these Wu. Once all the Wu are slain, depart a while, and in a short time the Enceladus shall appear. Okay. Works for me. So... probably save first. And Larsa is level 23. Okay. Oh boy, yeah, that is a long ways out. Okay, it's gonna be a while before we get there.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Dang it. There we go. Critical. Having two people with poach will make it more likely that it actually goes off. Ether. Phoenix down. Nice. Is there something else that I could set up for HP critical? I mean, that'll work. Something that doesn't do damage. this is one part of the shred. And there is the woo. Okay, so the woo were the birds. For a pebble. Oh, that's a rare thing too. Although poaching these rare marks, I'm pretty sure that doesn't give me credit for them, do they? Oh no, it did. It did. Long bolts. Okay. Mess with your... Okay, I can mess with your stuff, okay. I wasn't sure if it would have let me. Will you show up now? There you are. Well, this is actually going quite well. Except that you can heal yourself. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn those off for a bit. Just for a bit, because it is, I see it is kind of getting in the way of the, of just things in general. Oh, crap. You have gone berserk. You know what? Cure is just not being very good. Cura is just better. And there we go. You obtained an Ermonia leaf. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. Alrighty. That takes care of that. Go ahead and turn that in before we travel halfway across the frickin' planet. Carapace, Gold Needle. Potion. Phoenix down. Ether. Oh, right. You leveled up. Totally forgot about that in the midst of everything. It's nice that I'm actually able to get a lot of these hunts done on the first pass through here. I was worried that it was going to be like the that one cockatrice, that one hunt in the Giza Plains that I couldn't do because I wasn't strong enough yet. Oh, you have defeated the Encalados. These are good tidings indeed. I learn again that it is wrong to judge by appearances. Now I shall reveal a truth to you. In fact, the warriors offered to hunt my mark, yet none of us had ever seen a true mark hunter. So curious I was to see what such a man might be like, I asked permission of the elders and posted a bill. Little did I expect a Hume child. To tell the truth, I was a little disappointed, but this is past, and now is now. My eyes have been opened. I see you are truly a great warrior. Another surprise for me. Here, please take this as thanks. You have done well, friend. Golden amulets. What's that do? Feels like I had one of those. Double license points. Okay. So the only hunt I have left is one in the Giza Plains that I can't actually do yet until the rains go away. Alright. Gives me more time to focus on traveling, 'cause there's going to be a lot of it now. At least with this way, I can have Balthier in the moving around, and as soon as he targets someone, everybody else will too. What MP restoration things have you got on hand already? Not much from this side. Thing is, I thought having it set to lowest HP would keep everyone on the same target. That was the reason why I put it there in the first place, but apparently I was a tad mistaken. Save up for the swiftness. I would say a downside to having Balthier in the front like this is that he's more likely to get targeted right away. But he does have the most health out of anybody here, which feels weird, but oh well. Arsa levels. Money. I think we're gonna. Oh my. Darn it. Slasher? Oh, it's an axe. Okay. I've kind of gone out of my way to not have someone with a... have that as a class. Hello, random chocobo. I think I'm gonna backtrack to here real quick. Just so I can have this little central area explored. An enemy that gives more than 1 LP. Nice. No. No, I don't particularly like that. The potential is there, but reality tends to say otherwise. Speed to say otherwise. Oh, jeez. What is your magic stat compared to Pinello? 35... 51. Yeah. I'm pretty sure none of that is because of... Okay, some of that is from magic power. Never mind, okay. Okay, weeks. A couple of people got slowed at some point. So Fang, I think that's a usable item, isn't it? Yeah. Herbs. I think that's your strongest. It is not. I presume that just because it's costs the most as far as single targets go, that it's also the strongest. And I'm not putting arrow on because I know that's AoE. Main reason why I gave Bosch black magic is for moments like that he can actually do stuff. Even if he's not exactly doing a heck of a lot of damage, it's better than nothing. Oh, hello. Although I don't particularly like Balthier. Being the one doing the healing. I'm actually gonna bump him down to 30. And hopefully that means Canelo will trigger first. Alright.
I guess this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Bon.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am I?
as brothers.
Good feeling.
Larson, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
Meanwhile,
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
how can you see through that?
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Sect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
So if nothing else, even the judges, they're not too keen on war either. Tried passing through Golmore Jungle, but we encountered some sort of barrier and could go no further. There must be a way through. Some sort of barrier, you say? Okay. Alright. Golmore Jungle. Okay, we're at least more on pace. Oh, hello. Oh, you got petrified at some point. Let's fix that. Thankfully, I found the spell for that, so I don't have to worry about gold needles. Thankfully, Larsa's got Vox right on hand, guys. I saw there was silence going around. That's an exit. kind of hoping for that. Okay. There's 2 ways out from here, huh? Okay. What was the new Kai-san do again? I remember seeing that before. Oh, it removes confuse. Okay. Confuse is definitely something I don't want to have to deal with. I've never seen that in the shops. I should have bought some before. Okay, that was Larsa.
Yeah.
Hell level 37. Hold on. I'm glad I noticed that, was able to get away, because that would have been very unfortunate. Okay, yes. I'm pretty sure I don't have a gambit for this. I'll have to think about that later. Specifically for Stona. That is true. Because I didn't realize that confusion could be... You can knock someone out of confusion. I was doing something similar with sleep. But I wasn't bothering on changing weapons. I was just using Pinello because she was the weakest attacker at the time, which that wasn't saying a heck of a lot either. Spinello 23. Yeah. Except I don't really have as many of those kinds of accessories and such as I would. I feel like I should have more of those. But it's not something that I've invested in yet, but it's definitely something I should. There were talk of barriers. Deal with these things first. Ether. Another ether. Okay, I was about to say, I think it was use Libra. Yeah.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
You?
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
Friend? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethicite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Oh.
Whoa.
Fancy.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
We're visiting the bunnies.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I saw something there and thought it was, okay. Barriers, barriers, and more barriers. But...
In the village ahead, you will find her, Mjern. Bring her to me. She will know why you call her.
Feels odd that the rest of us would be welcome, but she would not. But I guess we'll learn about all that in due time. Oh, yeah. How'd you guys get out of there? What you got? Demon's Bane. Bow that I've already got. A new gun. Fine. New crossbow. New armor already. Nullifies weather and terrain effects on elemental damage. Huh. Okay. There. Isuna! Yes. I should have sold all this stuff first, but... Poaching those rare marks was a mistake. Matching reds. Nothing else, that stuff is probably cheaper than buying them normally. Let's go ahead and... Say what? Oh, it's another grimoire showed up. Okay. The heck did I do to get that? To have that show up? I am honestly, as nice as that is, I'm probably never going to use it anymore, knowing me. Talk to the correct type of merchant? Okay. Sounds a little nebulous, but okay. Mystic Armor 5. Can I get anyone to that? Mystic Armor 5. Still want to give you HP. You're long overdue for getting... I've been neglecting some of the Gambit's slot purchases. Honestly, I've been neglecting some of these accessory purchases too. Right, there was another swiftness thing for Vaughn. Yeah. I totally skipped over that too. Thing is, I have revived too. I'm wondering why I've still been using Phoenix Downs when I could be using that instead. And I have enough to get these. Oh, and I get automatic protect on that. That is nice. I suspect I'm going to be keeping some of these shields long past due. Although I can afford to sell those. If I had... Hold on. Sell the old stuff. There we go. The authority that there are monsters who mimic crystals and pounce when you touch them. Yeah, that's a thing. Haven't seen one yet, but that is indeed a thing. It's nice that money hasn't been that big of an issue today. That's what happens when you're killing everything in your path. Eruit Village. Home of the bunny ladies. She will not suffer humans to walk her verdant paths. Her barriers deny you. Leave now, whilst you may. Okay. Known to outlanders as Eruit Village, we wish new consort with others. Leave us. Okay, so they're not the friendliest bunch. Though I'm sure they have their reasons. Our laws forfend contact with the world outside. Here silence and solitude will be your companions. That is not the one that I was looking for. You have a name, though. This means you are notable in some fashion or another. find not there, fair human. What errand have you with Mjörn? What errand could you have? You should leave before aught ill comes to pass, for your sake and our own. Huh. Interesting look for the treasure around here. Mjörn, are you here? Sav apprentice? Perhaps not. We're surrounded.
Hey, Mjörn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjörn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjörn is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjörn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
What you doing?
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
50 years? Seems the Viera have some age to them. Though I know better than to ask such things. Because I don't want to, I don't want to get hurt. Those to whom Jote gives her leave, who bear Lente's tear, may pass, no other. Human's dull sense is able to find her. You will be lucky if your flesh does not soon feed the Fey beasts. Said to the west. Thing is, I remember seeing a Viera in Rabanastre. Flower that blooms upon the water may take root upon the land, but is it then the same flower? Kinda, yeah. Though we were trying to get farther east, but you know, you guys have kind of blocked our way.
Not bad, Vaughn. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one. So then, what was she saying about men in a warren?
The Henna-Magicite mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Okay. We've got a lead.
Yes?
I was wondering what Yote said, you know? About how you said the same thing 50 years ago?
Your point?
How old were you again?
Oh god, he's...
Nice fun.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to grow up, please.
See, I would have held back. I posited it, but that's because, you know, the Viera aren't, you know, right here sitting with me to hear me ask these questions. Vaughn has no such restraint. Okay, then. So, the one I was thinking in Rabanastre was not the one I was thinking of. Turn to Osmoan Plain in the west. The Henny Mines are then only a short distance south. Okay, back to the plains. Although, that begs the question of how to get there. Unless maybe that way? I want to say, at least in FF14, which may or may not have that much relation to this, that... Actually, no. I'm not thinking... I'm getting my words mixed, things mixed. I'm thinking about the cat race, not the Viera. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm... Maybe like that cat race, maybe there are male Viera, they're just maybe rare and kept out of sight for their own safety or something. I don't know. The Hellhounds. Yeah, possibly. I think this might be the time where I have to use a chocobo. I think that might be the only way through. Only way further south. Okay, nobody got petrified. I saw the stone gaze go off, but thankfully nobody got hit by it.
Yeah.
Blaster. Oh, I've seen that word often enough. I don't like it. All right. I have plenty, yeah. Thanks to you, my friend's life is saved. We are in your debt, sir. We fled here from the Henny Mines. We were attacked, you see. It was all we could do to make it this far. We'll rest here until my friend's wounds have had a chance to heal. If you like, we could lend you the use of a chocobo until then. There's a lot of terrain around here which can't be accessed without a chocobo. You let me know when you need one. Well, isn't that convenient? Oh, and you do know that some paths are only accessible with chocobo, right? The sure sign that such a path is nearby is the presence of chocobo footprints. Keep that in mind and you won't go wrong. The chocobo paths on these plains take you close to the entrance to the Henny Mines, which I'd stay away from were I you. Except this is exactly where I'm going. Aha. Yeah, and this was just straight up the way there. Okay. That was quick. Oh dear.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
Researching what? Nethicite? Probably. That seems to be the running trend of things. I'm presuming that, it won't let me take the chocobo in there. Yeah, that's fine. Off you go, buddy. I did see some treasure. Oh! I saw one of those in the shop. I neglected to buy one. It turns out I am getting one for free. Nice. That worked out nicely. Okie dokie then. Any mines? It's not the first mine we've been to. Oh boy. Gate switchboard. Advisory, gate operation. For immediate distribution and posting, the color of the switchboard phosphor corresponds to which gates currently closed. Accordingly, use of the switchboard opens gates of the color presently illuminated. Note your desired route and open such gates as it requires. It follows that one cannot open red and blue gates simultaneously, as gates throughout the mine are linked. Do verify your route in advance. Workers' weekly wisdom. No accidents, no injuries, no worries. Imperial Army, Officery of Resources. Okay, so it's the colors of the doors themselves. Okay, I was wondering what the indicator was there. I don't know, but I did. You must be careful of the mines. They're not safe. How could we have known? Advisory the first. Noxious vapors and fumes are an ever-present threat within the mine. Should you feel you've been affected, report at once to the infirmary. Our workers are our greatest resource. Okie dokie. One thing that comes to mind, I was wondering why Balthier had more HP than everybody else. Well, actually, Vaughn has more HP now. But I think, and I realize now it's because of, that's what the light armor does. It's not as much for for defense, but you just gain more HP for it, as opposed to Bosch. So you either just gain more defense, or you become more of an HP sponge. That was Larsa. Red Maw. Oh, great. Poison. Good. Treasure. Nightmare. Okay. Dark mode. I'm gonna keep going till I find a save point. Another dark mode. Grimoire Togale. Is that random? Yes, it is. Okay. And these things can teleport! Oh, yay! Well, isn't that lovely? Mimic. Oh, it was right there. Bio mode. Alright. That was a dead end over here. I think I had... Gravity mode. Balance mode. You notice there's a lot of these modes I'm probably not going to be using very much, just because that's... I don't tend to use them hardly ever, especially since I actually have a lot of these spells on hand anyway. Gravity is an exception, but I know it's there to be had. I just never bothered. Bone Crusher? What is this Bone Crusher? Ah! Ah! Okay. Didn't realize that was a skill that I found. I see the trap. Dispel. Oh dear. Okay, that was a level 27. Thankfully, we were able to gang up on it well enough. Wow. Self-sacrifice. Okay. Thank you. I think I had seen any switches through here. No. Okay, no gates. Haha. That was a foolish thing I did. I just felt like trying it again because it appeared to work against the dang dinosaur. Dang stupid mimics. Thank you. Before I head back that way, there was something back here, I think. Oh. Still feels like I've only seen the one gate switch so far. And that kind of has me wondering. But here we are. And suddenly, I have Fira, don't I? Let's see. Where are you? There you are. I suddenly feel the need to have you. Let's see. Get that for you as well, and it's that far. Oh, yeah. You need that now. Grab that too. Bam! Wow. I'm glad I got fear now. Oh, jeez. Enough. Just die. Thank you. Ugh. Well, that was fun. But thankfully, if I didn't have Fira, that probably could have ended rather badly. think something overrode the steel command. Back around to here. There should be a new path open now, I think. Aha. I don't like this.
Look at the magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draklor must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the resistance forces move, the rich veins of magicite in Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist? Man.
Hello.
The stench of fumes. The stench of power. What's wrong with her? Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
That movement felt really weird and disjointed. Oh, thank you. It took a while to find a crystal in here. Holy cow. Advisory the second. Should you encounter beasts within the mine, no matter how trivial, withdraw at once. A specialist crew will be dispatched to assist. Workers' weekly wisdom. Discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, then. There's a couple paths there that I'm starting to suspect might loop around to each other. So, I guess join me next time when we see what the heck is going on with Mjorn. And hope it doesn't affect Fran, too. So, until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.